Okay, so it wants me, sorry guys, it wants me to rotate my phone before we get started. So let me do that. See what comes up. Wonderful. All right. Hey everyone, this is LaDondra Hervey, your Soul Alignment business coach, and I am coming to you regarding the last one. I don't know if you guys received that recording because it got cut off, so I'm starting from the top. This is LaDondra, your Soul Alignment business coach, and I am coming to you with a special message that God put on my heart. Now, this message I had shared with my community of followers who are already on my list of people who've attended my events and different things like that. But God put it to me a little bit. He told me to go a little bit deeper today, and he told me to go a little bit broader as well. He wanted me to reach out to my Facebook community, and I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. But as with all things, I'm always going to be obedient, And so when I did that post, I was talking about having a barely unrecognizable life. And the barely unrecognizable life, it was about me, and I had just woke up and I had realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, my life is not it's not the same. It's barely unrecognizable. Like, what is going on? Like, this girl is not the same girl who started this. I remember, I grew up in West Texas and the country, and I enjoyed the country. And from that, I remember hiding. I was a hider. I enjoyed hiding behind my grandmother, my mom, my aunt, my husband, whoever I could find. And I took great delight in hiding because that was what was comfortable for me. And so when I started my business, I had to stop hiding. God called me out of that place of hiding, and I had to be stripped away from the old person who had initially started the business and then move into the new person. I had to be stripped for promotion. And that's what, I want to talk about today, because we hear people like Lisa Nichols who talk about the barely unrecognizable life, and you look and you see the things that she have and the things that she's doing and all these different things, and you feel like, well, if I just work a little bit harder, then I can have that barely unrecognizable life. But there's more to that. The real deal is that you have to be stripped away of your old man so that you can truly be ready for promotion, the promotion that God has in store for you. And some of those things that you have to be stripped away of, they're painful. It's a painful process. And when I think about this, I want to take it biblical. Jesus had to go through the stripping process on the cross. He was whipped until his old man perished. And when his old man perished, he was able to ascend to glory. And we are supposed to take on the example of Christ. And so the same thing is true for us. We have to go through the process. We have to go through the process, that painful process of being removed of the old man, so that we can embrace the new man and be ready to ascend to our glory, which is the promotion that he has promised for us, and to step into our calling, and to fully step into our calling. And so some of the things that I had to be stripped of, and yes, I'm looking at my notes because there's some things that I don't want to forget. Some of the things that I had to be stripped of is pride. I didn't want help. Like, I felt like I had to know all the answers, and if I asked for help, then I felt like I was weak, and so I wouldn't ask for help. Like, I'm just like, I should know this. That's a lie. And God had to strip that away from me. I had to be stripped away from, number 2, a fear of judgment. Like, what if I get it wrong? What if I don't look smart enough? What if I fail at it? What if? All those what ifs. I had to let those things go because they were stopping me from moving forward into my promotion. That had to be stripped away. 3, I had to be stripped away from shame. Like, I went from a consistent income when I was employed, to a non-consistent income that will go in very low dips at times, and I didn't have a lot of money and different things like that. And so that can be a humbling experience, and you would have to deal with all the shame and all of that comes up for it. I'm not getting it from the external, it's what's happening internally that was going on. And the other one is, the last one is fear of allowing my light to shine. I did not know how to allow my light to shine. Because remember, my MO was to hide. I wanted to hide, and I wanted to hide some more. But God said, you are the light of the world, like a city set on a hilltop. He said also that no one lights a candle and puts it under a basket, but instead they put it on a lampstand for others to experience the light. I had to truly embrace that. I didn't know what that looked like. And so I had to be stripped away of the hider in me so that I could fully embrace my promotion. So I'm talking about me, but as I'm talking about me, I want you to take an honest assessment of what are the areas that needs to be stripped away in your life so that you can truly embrace your promotion, you can truly embrace your calling, and you can truly be who God has called you to be. You really have to be brutally honest with yourself. And then whatever shows up for you, go through the process. Go through the stripping process. It's like the athlete. The athlete had to go through the stripping process of his old body so that he could embrace his new fit, sculpted body. And when you do that, not only is your body condition change, your mind change. It all changes. Your whole condition change, your whole being change. You are a new being. And in order for him, that athlete, to embrace the prize of whatever it is at the finish line, he had to go through the stripping process. There was no way around it. And the same is true for you. And it's not, so when I'm saying that my life is barely unrecognizable, I'm not saying that from a perspective that, oh my gosh, I have this big luxury house and I have all these many things and all this stuff. Because truth be told, the external conditions haven't changed much. I still live in the same house, all that stuff. But the internal woman, she's a new woman. She's a woman, and she is about her God's business. She is about God's business, and she will not stop until it's complete. But that could not have manifested in me if I wouldn't have went through that painful process of allowing God to strip me of all those barriers that was in my soul that was keeping me from embracing my power, my purpose, and everything that he has in store for me. So you really have to get really granular with those things that are stopping you. So when you see me and you're saying, oh my gosh, she wrote a book, or she's on these spotlights, or she's all this, guys, I had to go through some serious pain to even get to this place. Some serious pain. And it's not over. There's more layers. I have not arrived. But as I continue to allow God to strip me from that old man, then I continue to set myself up to be on the platforms and be in the places and to elevate into my calling at a higher level. But that's because I'm willing to go through the stripping process. Okay, and so we're going to be talking about things like that in my upcoming masterclass on June the 27th. And this is a live virtual masterclass. It's going to, it's designed to help you discover what's keeping you from embracing your calling and your power and your purpose. And so we're going to really go deep so we can pull up those roots, and so you can step into your power and purpose. And that's happening live, like I said, on June 27th. I'll place the link into the box. Lastly, I will, for those of you who feel like, okay, I'm not an entrepreneur, if you feel that way, I want to challenge you on something. You should always be thinking like an entrepreneur. You should have an entrepreneurial mindset where you are in the driver's seat of your own life. So what we're going to be covering in this masterclass, it's not just about entrepreneurial concepts. It is about kingdom building, kingdom living, and embracing your power and purpose. So you take what you need from this webinar and masterclass, apply it, and discard what you need. But don't miss this moment for you to be transformed into a new person as you embrace your God-given calling. I look forward to seeing you guys on June 27th. That's this upcoming Thursday. I will place the link in there so you can enroll, and you'll have all details emailed to you. All right, guys, this is LaDondra, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.